Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about burning tokens because I believe there is quite a misconception about the effect of burning tokens. But before we go into that, please give me a like, also subscribe to my channel to hear more of these type of videos, and follow me on social media. All the links are in the description below. Especially join our new Telegram group, Oats Talk Crypto. It's a group that I run with my partner together, and we discuss crypto related topics and also about different projects in there. So burning tokens. So what does that mean in the first place? So when we talk about burning tokens, that means that we take a certain amount of tokens, it can be on Ethereum chain or the Binance Smart Chain, doesn't matter, and we send them to a wallet that doesn't have a owner. So the private keys of that wallet are unknown. It's typically called dead wallet because it's essentially dead. Nobody is maintaining it. And it typically has like an address that is like 000 something. And when we send these tokens to that wallet, because nobody has the private keys and nobody can access them, they're taken out of the circulating supply. So they're burned, essentially. And the idea behind is that if you take tokens out of the circulating supply, the price will increase. And so a lot of projects, they actually advertise that they're either manually on a schedule burn tokens, like let's say every 2 months. So they would take a certain amount of tokens every month and send them to that wallet. Or the smart contract itself is configured that it will continuously burn tokens, like as a percentage of each transaction. But I do think that's really just a marketing stunt. I do not believe that the price of these tokens will actually increase because they're burning tokens. And the reason for that is that if you want that the supply or the reduction of supply has an effect on the price, so it will increase the price, you really need in the markets to have a bidding process going on. And that's what's typically happening on centralized exchanges. You have a liquidity pool of 2 tokens, but then you have bidders, sellers, and buyers. So the buyers try to buy the tokens as low as possible, and the sellers are trying to sell their tokens on a higher price or highest price as possible. And so there will be an equilibrium where the sellers and the buyers find each other and agree on a price. And when you have this bidding process going on, if you reduce the token amount, then it can be that there are so few sellers that the buyers start to bid higher and higher and higher, and then you have a price increase. But I think most of the time there is enough volume going on, or there are enough tokens in the supply that this threshold where that's actually happening never really is reached. But it could be reached if really the token is mainly traded on centralized exchanges. But the thing is that most tokens that we have out there are actually mainly traded on decentralized exchanges, and that it's completely different because the price on a decentralized exchange is not a bidding process. It's a math equation, and the math equation is the same whether or not you have those tokens burned in a dead wallet or in any other wallet. So let's take a look at the Uniswap documentation here. So like on a centralized exchange, on these centralized exchanges, you have a liquidity pool. But the main difference is that the price is just determined by the ratio between the 2 reserves. So for example, here in this graphic, you see you have reserves, token A and token B. So that could be Ethereum and Bitcoin if you have that on a decentralized exchange. And so to see, you have like before the buy, you would calculate the current price, for example, 1200 divided by 400, and then you have a buy of token A or no, you actually have you sell token A and you buy token B. So tokens A are put into the liquidity pool, increases that amount, and token B is taken out of the reserve, and so it decreases the amount, and that is your new price. And this is all defined by this price curve here that is basically constant. And pretty much, it's a little bit more complicated than just that. I'm simplifying a little bit here. But the main point is that whether you decrease the overall supply of a token, this liquidity pool stays the same unless someone is reducing the liquidity amount or increasing the liquidity amount. But even then, once you set the liquidity, you can't really change the ratio except you're buying and selling. And so that's the reason why I believe that burning tokens will do nothing to your price of your token. And there is actually, for example, BNB, so the Binance coin, is being burned periodically, but you see that it actually has no significant influence on the price whatsoever. It maybe has some psychological effect because people think, oh, tokens are burned, and then they're actually buying at a higher price or they're selling at a higher price, right? But overall, this effect is actually minuscule. And also think about it, the effect of burning token or reducing the supply only applies theoretically if the demand stays the same. But in crypto, the demand is so volatile that you can't really say that reducing the token amount will do anything to the price eventually. So I just wanted to say that and clarify, because I do think that a lot of people think that are not really too deep into crypto, but they're trading, and then they hear the project talk about they will burn tokens and that's awesome. And I'm running a project right now and I get this question all the time, are tokens being burned? Well, no, we're not going to burn tokens. We actually think it doesn't matter. And I stand by that. So there is really a huge difference from like the traditional markets where you have a bidding process, limit orders, where actually people agree on a price. And yes, if you have a certain reduction of one of the other in the liquidity pool, it might have an effect. But on a decentralized exchange, no, you don't, because the liquidity pool is completely independent from the total circulating supply. There might be some relationships, overall, because like depending on how much liquidity you might put in or take out, but once the price is set on a decentralized exchange, it's pretty much there forever, and only buys and sells can change that. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Again, please give me a like for this video. Also subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media. I hope to see you in our new Telegram group, Oats Talk Crypto. Hope to see you there and see you next time. Thank you. Bye.